The first thing I want to say that I want to get right out of the gate, if you are here for the Allyn Walker segment, please check the timestamps that are in the description below. Should be on shortly after the show. Whether you're watching live or after the fact, please hit the like button. I really appreciate it. To those of you who are here, we are on track to start at 10 p.m. sharp. I'm feeling good about this one despite how nervous I am. I'll explain a bit more later. In the meantime, you enjoy the music, baby. There we go. Ooh, no, this next song just started. I am just a tad late. Which one is it? It's this one. Hello, everyone. Welcome to the SydStream. My name is Sydney. I am glad you're here. As I alluded to when we started the countdown, I am a little nervous for tonight, but I think we should do good. We only have one topic. It is quite possible that tonight will be a short stream, but I wanted to cover this. Hello, Breck. I hope you're strapped in because it's going to be a doozy. Let me just do this little thing here. Oh, yes, I forgot that. You know what? I love checklists. Hey, Frank. Hope you're ready for a good one. Like I was saying, there's only one segment tonight. Yeah, I think I'll use this note card. Oh, there's one last thing I want to do. Actually, this is top secret. Let me... I'm still here, but I'm going to give you this. Just give me a sec. I'm not even leaving my seat. It's there. And now we are good. So... All right. Now I'm ready. Before we do, though, because like I was just saying, we have only one topic tonight. I'm going to talk about TikToks for a bit. Ooh, but before I do, holy shit, how could I forget? Tonight is a very momentous night, which makes it eerily fitting that... that I might get canceled tonight for the topic that I'm about to cover. But this is the last night. At the end of this stream, I will no longer be a noob. So that's fun. I've prepared the timer right here. It will not be here the entire time, but I'm glad I have it as a reminder. I don't even know what happens when this timer hits 0, but... hopefully, at least, you know, this screen will be on so that we can tell. But if it's not, hey, we'll deal. We'll deal either way. Hello, Breck. Oh, I meant thank you. I'm kind of on autopilot right now. So before we get into tonight's one and only topic, I wanted to say, you know, I've mentioned how I haven't been following the Rittenhouse case very closely, and I was speaking with some friends yesterday, and I finally figured out how to word it. Say this. I finally figured out how to put into words why I haven't been following the Rittenhouse case. I don't trust anyone to cover it in an impartial way. It's kind of merely by looking at who's covering it. First of all, most of these people aren't lawyers. I've talked about that. What is casting a shadow on my face? Oh, it's the arm. Okay, wait. Yeah, there we go. I thought I was being clever there, but it wasn't worth it. Yeah, this is better. Well, live and learn, actually. To answer your question, Truth Fox 82, I have no strong opinion. It's not getting rid of the dislike button. It's getting rid of publicly displaying the dislikes, which I can see the value of it. It's clearly not for the creators. It's clearly for the corporate clients, because, as has been mentioned by many people, we have the option of hiding it on our own. So to clean slate, get rid of it is kind of weird, but I don't think it's going to be that big of a deal. I'm reminded of Roberto Blake, who said, like, in a year we won't even remember it was there. So yeah, that's what I got on that. Oh, and just coming back to the Rittenhouse thing, it was really funny because, as I was saying, I just realized that the key problem is I don't trust anyone to cover it impartially. And as I was chilling in my living room tonight, not even getting ready for tonight's stream, I was fucking ready. I was like just chilling on YouTube, and the only two channels that were live at the time who were also talking about the Kyle Rittenhouse trial were Lauren Southern and the Young Turks. Speaking of, you know, you already know what you're gonna get just by who's covering it. That's a fucking blatant example right there. Okay, let's switch over to TikTok, which is going to be kind of an underlying theme for tonight. So as far as the intro to this show is concerned, I'm going to start a new YouTube channel at some point where I can talk about tarot. I've been thinking about it for a while. I don't think there's a way to integrate tarot into what I do on this channel, which is fine. So for that reason, I will eventually be starting another one, and they're kind of going to be in their own separate places. The main thing that I need to figure out is what system I can put in place to regularly create content. And when you consider it, this entire channel's history has been that. Like the initial version was, hey, I shave every day. If I just put a camera in my bathroom, I can rant in the mirror while shaving. Nobody cared about that, but hey, it was a system. And then the 2.0 version was, hey, I have a long enough commute. If I set up a dash cam, I can just talk during the beginning of my commute, and I can make content that way. So the thing that I want to pin down is how to do something like that, but for tarot, because I'm pretty regularly like putting out TikTok content, and I'm happy that there's a market for it. I always knew, but I didn't know how easy it was for me to tap into it. So yeah, that's all I have to pin down. And speaking of TikTok, I gotta say, you know how we have ads on social media platforms? The ads on TikTok are fucking amazing. I have not, of all the platforms that I'm on, TikTok is the one where more consistently than anyone else, commercials look like regular content that's being posted on TikTok by like normal people, to the point where I've often been caught watching the first couple seconds of a commercial before realizing, hey, wait a second, that this person is recommending a product to me. And I would then check to see the little promoted thing in the corner. I'm really impressed by how smooth advertisers on TikTok are in general. However, I gotta say, some of y'all companies aren't even trying. Like, your ads are literally vertical TV ads. And I'm looking at you, Virgin. I don't know what return Virgin expects to get on their TikTok advertising, but holy shit. I think I saw some auto company also where their TikTok ads was just a vertical TV ad. What a waste. Other people have figured it out. Get with the program. All right. It's time. Like I was saying, tonight might be a short stream. The odds for me speaking for 50 minutes on this are virtually zero. So yeah, let me just get rid of this distraction here, like that. I'll prepare a couple tabs and then we'll get into it. And hopefully I won't get canceled. Let me just... I will... Actually, while I'm preparing a couple tabs, I will give y'all some music. Yeah. Okay, good. The stream might be choppy for a couple seconds. Good. So there's that. Okay, this should be good. I have a lot of notes. I'm nominal. I don't know what that means. I think that means good. Your vocabulary is too good for me. Tell me like I'm 5. Oh boy. I keep forgetting to do this when I stream, but I will get better at it. Yeah, I'm pretty sure nominal means good in this context. All right. All systems are go. Actually, I will close this and then we're ready to go. This is probably like, just to give y'all an idea. My intention is for this segment to be as quick as possible, as short as possible, because the longer I make it, the longer this segment is, the higher the risk that it backfires on me. However, considering this is probably the segment for which I have the most notes, but it also indicates how careful I want to be about this. So let us get started. Child rape. The worst kind of rape. I hate it. You hate it. Everyone hates it. What's not to hate? As a matter of fact, our collective aversion to child rape is so big that over the years, whether in actuality or just through memeing, we've come up with a creative solution to prevent the problem. This is Chip. Chip will be keeping us company throughout this segment. But for now, we will put it away. Now, here's the thing. The aversion to this topic is so big, understandably so, that I told myself I would never talk about it in public, because the risk-reward ratio isn't there. And yeah, how can I say this? There's one thing that I want to say, though, about wood chippers specifically. You see, I'm not really a fan of punitive justice. I don't think that is a good way to treat people who've done crimes. However, I gotta say, if there is one crime for which I would let that principle slide, it's child rape. I'm on Team W for that one, even though it's not my preferred choice. You know, as I say, if there was a way to prevent child rape without resorting to this guy over here, I would consider that a bonus. You know, we all want the same thing. We all want to protect this. Now, the reason why I am breaking my rule to never talk about this in public is because last week there was a pretty big brouhaha that arose on Twitter, and those of you who've been watching this channel for a while know how fascinated I am with crisis management, or how a company deals with a huge amount of negative attention that they are suddenly the target of. So I would like to talk about a controversy that arose on Thursday. And I was on top of this almost at the beginning of it, like a couple hours. So let me introduce to you this thread by the account Libs of TikTok, a very popular account. Now, just to give you an idea, this clip right now has 2.5 million views, and it hasn't even been up a week. So what we will do, we will play all 3 clips. It shouldn't be too long, and then at least we will we'll keep talking about it from there. So this is the viral clip here. Caption: This non-binary assistant professor at Old Dominion University is trying to normalize the term MAP, minor attracted persons. Let's listen.
So much for that question. I use the term minor attracted person, or MAP, in the title and throughout the book for multiple reasons. First of all, because I think it's important to use terminology for groups that members of that group want others to use for them. And MAP advocacy groups like Before You Act have advocated for use of the term MAP. They've advocated for it primarily because it's less stigmatizing than other terms like pedophile. A lot of people, when they hear the term pedophile, they automatically assume that it means a sex offender. And that isn't true, and it leads to a lot of misconceptions about attractions toward minors. I've definitely heard the idea that you brought up, though, that the use of the term minor attracted person suggests that it's okay to be attracted to children. But using a term that communicates who someone is attracted to doesn't indicate anything about the morality of that attraction. So much for that question.
All right, that's the first clip, and you know, I think even if we want to be charitable, we can agree it's kind of a yikes clip. There was a seed planted in there, which I may circle back to, but we will get into the broader context of this. But we have 2 more clips to listen to. Second one here, and pay close attention to this. So the other 2 clips that followed have a fraction of the views, and they're like 10-15 seconds each. So let's watch this one. Captured. They are coming for your kids. Let's listen.
And non-offending MAPs, by definition, do not abuse children, so their behaviors are moral. But they're still being subjected to this same idea that they're bad people. And non-offending MAPs, by definition, do not abuse children.
Let's listen to it
so
twice. Why not?
Their behaviors are moral. But they're still being subjected to this same idea that they're bad people. And non-offending
So remember this one. Let's move on to the third one, and then we can talk.
Stigma against MAPs is a problem in part because it makes MAPs think that they're monsters. That's really problematic in terms of MAP well-being. It's really hard to cope when you think you're a terrible person because you have attractions that you can't change. Stigma against MAPs is a problem in part because it makes MAPs think that they're monsters. That's really problematic in terms of MAP well-being. It's really hard to cope when you think you're a terrible person because you have attractions that you can't change.
Okay, so we have an idea, and again, the brouhaha that arose following this is entirely based off of the first clip, which has 2.5 million views. I will say, when I say that this is what everyone is basing their outrage over, I just want to add some context, because y'all know me. I am a fan of primary sources, and since Allyn Walker's name was right there in the name of the first clip, I found the primary source. And the 56-second clip that you saw that has 2.5 million views, the initial interview, as of right now, has 12,000 views roughly. And I would imagine that these 2,000 dislikes here are from people who didn't actually watch it. So let's assume that it's 10,000, and that 2,000 people just clicked on this, hit the dislike button, and left. This conversation is about 28 minutes long, and I gotta say, it is. How can I say this? Let me go to my notes to not go out of order here. Okay, yes. So here is a here's an important, well, yes, I think it's important piece of information that is not really contained in those 3 clips that I just showed you, but that is very clear if you watch the whole conversation, which I will not play here for reasons that I'll explain later. But the twist is Dr. Walker only works with pedophiles who haven't raped any kids yet. Now, there's one assumption that I will add to this. This isn't explicitly stated, but it is so obvious that if they forgot this, I don't know what to tell them. But I will say, if this is false, this entire segment goes up in flames. I will assume that none of the pedophiles that Dr. Walker works with have consumed child porn either. You know, the damage caused by child porn is so obvious, even consuming it, that if it's obvious for like some schmuck on YouTube like me, some, you know, PhD who dedicates their career to helping pedophiles who haven't raped kids yet not rape kids, is, yeah. But yes, if you've even if you haven't raped a kid in your life, if you've consumed child porn, me and some people have a friend we'd like to introduce you to, you know? So that being said, I want to make one thing clear right away, because I'm reminded of a friend of mine back in the day who told me, and they were a super woke SJW, but we were really close friends. And I remember he said to me, there's no such thing as a non-offending pedophile. Now, if you agree with that, if the concept of someone who feels the urge to have sex with kids, but who hasn't raped any kids yet and hasn't consumed child porn yet, if that concept is too much for you, this video is not for you. I'm sorry I've wasted your time. Go forth in peace. You know, again, I've said this time and time again, it's not my first choice, but I am Team W, so that is fine. I think that if that concept is too much for you to grok, thank you for your attention. I will see you soon. Now, for those of you who are left, who qualify to watch the rest of this segment, I want to say, just as a summary, and again, this is obvious if you watch the entire conversation from which those 3 clips were taken. Allyn Walker's goal is to help pedophiles not rape kids, which would be a reduction in the amount of child rape in the world. Now, before we continue, I want to talk about the organization that was hosting this conversation, which is Prostasia. Actually, let me call an audible here. I won't read from this site, but I at least want to display it here. So Prostasia here is, it's a center, a charity that wants to protect children by upholding the rights and freedoms of all. You see, I will not go into detail of this, but suffice it to say, I will link to 2 videos in the description, both to this stream and to the segment that I'll upload. One of them is by Lauren Chen, and the other is from Shuan Head. The Prostasia Foundation has some really shady shit going on. The ones that I will mention, and these are allegations, I don't have any primary sources for this, so feel free to vet this and take it with a grain of salt, but based on the secondhand research that I did, aka I watched 2 YouTube videos, what I've heard is that there were like former members connected to, yeah. From what I've heard, there were former members who've had some shady shit. One of them allegedly was caught with child porn, and the other one was allegedly caught with having sex with a minor under 13 years old. So yes, I know, Chip. I agree, but let's go back there for a second here. I just wanted to acknowledge that I did not know that I didn't know that about Prostasia when I watched the interview. However, I don't think this changes my thesis. I will connect the dots at the end of this segment. So let's talk about stigma. And this is really what is at the core of the outrage. So as was explicitly stated in one of those 3 clips, Allyn Walker vocally wants to reduce the stigma around pedophilia. Now, let's talk about that for a second. I'm sure y'all have heard of the notion that there are some people who want to normalize pedophilia as just another kind of attraction to like make it easier for pedophiles to get accepted, and essentially be some nefarious scheme to help pedophiles get easier access to children. I had also heard of this, and as as much as pedophiles 1,000,000% have the incentive to do this, because we all know the alternative, or one possible alternative to what might happen if they don't. Even if we don't use Chip over here, as you've undoubtedly heard, hardcore prisoners like murderers and thieves and bank robbers and shit, they treat child rapists really badly, and rightfully so. It's such a universally hated thing that even other hard criminals hate it. Now, here's the thing. What Allyn is trying to do is to, again, I'll remind you, their goal is to help non-offending pedophiles who haven't raped kids yet to cope and come up with strategies to not rape kids. I could think of worse things to do. However, the problem is, as much as Allyn wants to use destigmatization as a tool to help these people, I don't think that these 2 narratives can be separated. And as a matter of fact, I'm not even convinced they should be separated. Honestly, this isn't the kind of thing that I have thought through completely. But one thing is for sure, the stigmatization of pedophilia or attraction to minors is there for a reason. I 1,000,000% support it. I will circle back to this at the very end. So let's fast forward to a couple days later. Actually, before we do, because like I said, I was on top of this story like a couple hours after Libs of TikTok had tweeted this. And you may have noticed this, but in the right here where they say at ODU care to comment, this was on the night of November 11th, right? And it was obvious to me that whoever the fuck is running this account ended their day a while ago. So I made the obvious joke because for those of you who don't know, I've managed the Twitter account of a company which has a controversial service within the province of Quebec. And although I've never had to deal with a crisis on this level, we have had negative attention come to us. So I can kind of identify with the person. And I made this joke. Oh, that's not it. I made this joke here of ODU's social media manager coming into work tomorrow. Yeah, it did. Believe it or not, it ended up being worse than what is classified in this GIF here. But one thing is for sure, they did eventually come around and actually make a statement. So let us read it right now. Actually, wait a second. Let me check my notes. Yeah, okay, cool. I'm on track. I'm clearing up some browser tabs while I'm hidden. All right, so let's read this statement. I will, I'll make it as big as I can without by keeping it all on the page. All right, so this was written on Saturday, the 13th of November. An academic community plays a valuable role in the quest for knowledge. A vital part of this is being willing to consider scientific and other empirical data that may involve controversial issues and perspectives. Following a recent interview that gained national attention, Dr. Allyn Walker has released the following statement. I want to be clear. Child sexual abuse is morally wrong and an inexcusable crime. As an assistant professor of sociology and criminal justice, the goal of my research is to prevent crime. My work is informed by my past experience and advocacy as a social worker counseling victims. I embarked on this research in hopes of gaining understanding of a group that, previously, has not been studied in order to identify ways to protect children. You know what? Rereading this, I have no trouble believing this part. You know, the study of pedophiles to see if there are other ways to protect children. I would assume that there were very, very, very few people who have even asked themselves the question. Let's continue. Following recent social media activity and direct outreach to the institution, it is important to share that Old Dominion, as a caring and inclusive community, does not endorse or promote crimes against children or any form of criminal activity. And that is the statement. Now, let me tell y'all, the reason why that statement sounded like such empty words, the reason why that statement sounded so empty is because they made a fundamental mistake, I think, okay? I wouldn't necessarily call myself an expert on these things. Again, I've never had to deal with anything even close to this level. However, the key thing that they were wrong about, the reason that statement sounds so empty is it's aimed at people who know what Allyn Walker's research is. And that is why, actually, let me get it here. here. Let me just vet this because, as y'all know, you could put porn on Twitter, so I don't want to be scrolling, you know, like some dumb fuck. Just want to make sure. Hello? Is my stream frozen? I think my stream is frozen. God damn it. Oh. Am I back? Y'all can hear me, right? Type ones in the chat if you can hear me. No, you can't hear me? Okay, cool. Because my stream looks frozen here. Let me just hopefully it's just Chrome that's crashing. Wait, you can see my face like I'm looking at the camera right now? Because on my end it's like I'm just like frozen, a frozen frame. Okay, let me do something. If I accidentally end the stream, I apologize, but I will cuz my Chrome is frozen. Okay, good. Let me just do something real quick. Oh, okay. We're back. Phew. I was scared I might accidentally destroy the VOD. Speaking of VOD, to those of you who are watching the VOD, thanks. I lost track of what I was going to say. You know, I had a, speaking of crises, that was a mini one that within the tiny little scope of this stream with 3 people watching live. Thank you very much to all 3 of you. Thank you. Let me just reopen this. I already vetted it, so I won't scroll down too far because we've seen what my computer can handle. But to reiterate, the fundamental mistake that Old Dominion University made is, I think, they were targeting people who are familiar with Dr. Walker's research, which is not the case. Most of these people, 2.5 million people, only saw that 1-minute clip that we saw at the top of this segment. So let's just take a look at some of the reactions here. First of all, me, yes, I had to get a jab in. Your communications program must be top notch. Y'all fucked up, buddy. So yeah, some bullets here. There's going to be a comment of the kind that I'm looking for. Wait. Whole university need to go in wood chipper now. Where is it? You guys support this nonsense? Okay, you see, this actually, we will circle back to this petition. I'm pretty sure if this petition is the one that I think it is, we will circle back to this at the end. Yeah, since it's up, let's read it anyway. We, the people of America, do hereby cancel Professor Allyn Walker, who wants to add pedophiles to the spectrum as MAP, minor attracted persons. His speech is being protected by social media. They say being attracted to minors is not morally wrong. That is explicitly, oh, actually, yeah, they did say that. Yeah. And then URL, do not let up, share, hashtag, and bombard Old Dominion University. All right. This was an aside, but I can't find a specific one right now. But the bottom line is I noticed a bunch of comments saying, so the bottom line is you're not going to do anything, which is part of the problem. The what this absolutely vapid statement is that hey, we support controversial research. You have the right to do controversial research, and raping kids is wrong. But most of these people who are outraged, the 2.5 million people who saw that, they're basically under the assumption that Old Dominion University is aiding and abetting pedophiles. A bunch of people probably think that Allyn Walker is a pedophile. I mean, hey, why else would you be so interested in destigmatizing it, eh? I mean, this 1 second clip says you want to, this 1 minute clip says you want to destigmatize it. So there's only one way to explain it. There's only one way to explain it, and I want to introduce you to a friend of mine here. So yeah, like if you don't address the fundamental problem, it's going to be unsatisfying. And to these people that I just imitated, nothing short of firing Allyn Walker will satisfy them. I'm sure most of the people, even if they were aware of the things that I just mentioned, would their minds would be unchanged because of our good friend cognitive dissonance. And you know how you can very easily detect cognitive dissonance in others, but to yourself, you know, to the person experiencing it, there's no difference between cognitive dissonance and accurately seeing the world as it is, right? But I have some concrete examples of cognitive dissonance from this. Crap. Yeah, I won't be able to find the tweet, but I will be able to just trust me that this happened, okay? Take my word for it. I'm sure if you scrolled in that Twitter thread that almost crashed this stream, that you will find it. But one of the replies in the tweet that Dominion University used to link to their statement was, so you won't even wait. It was something along the lines of, so you won't even condemn pedophilia, or you won't even condemn child rape, or you won't even condemn abuse towards children. However, in the statement, it is explicitly said, like right here. Whoops, right here. Child sexual abuse is morally wrong and inexcusable crime. So the fact that the person who wrote that couldn't even process that or didn't read the statement, that's also possible, is striking to me. And the other example, which I will fetch right now, it's in my notes. Give me a sec. Right here. Remember that that petition that I just read, saying if it's what I think it is. I won't read this New York Post article, but I will link to it for those of you who want to read it. Let me just dismiss this. I guess not. Really? Can I? There we go. So I'm going to skip all the way to the bottom here. Okay, let's read the end of this article here. Oh, really? Oh, I think I know why. Okay, I'm back. All right. We're gonna soldier on here. Yeah, I know. So the audio should be fine, so I'm gonna just keep reading. So I'm going to read the 3 last paragraphs of this New York Post article. Honestly, it just sounds gross, student Jillian Jackson told WTKR. Just because you're not acting on it, to acknowledge it is weird and not okay at all. Okay, that actually I think is fair. It feels uncomfortable to know that someone like that's on campus. Also, very fair. A change.org petition signed by more than 1,600 people as of Monday called on ODU to oust Walker. Here's the quote here. Dr. Walker uses the term MAP, which is an umbrella term for minor attracted persons. The petition reads, "We want to be clear that this is pedophilia and should not be considered a sexual preference. Being that they teach in sociology and criminal justice department makes us worried their views will affect the next generation in a negative way." Now, this is a sign of either cognitive dissonance or someone who didn't consult the primary source, because this part here, that pedophilia should not be considered a sexual preference, this conversation did take place in the 30-minute interview from which those 3 one-minute clips were taken. So yeah, it's they either didn't consult the source or couldn't process it. So that is part of the reason, like the cognitive dissonance that I've seen through the tweets that have taken place was part of the reason why I wasn't that I was afraid to even cover this in the way that I am. I almost backed out of doing this segment several times. But let me drive this home, okay? I'm going to wait for the stream to catch up, though. Okay, good. Should be unfrozen any second. Yeah, now we're good. So let me stitch together what I think might have happened, because, you know, I can't know, of course. I'm just constructing a story that might be possible with given the information that I know. So we have Dr. Walker here, who's working on non-offending pedophiles. Again, an unspoken assumption that I'm adding is that they haven't consumed child porn yet. So Dr. Walker is helping non-offending pedos to not rape kids, okay? And they ended up writing a book about it. And then, having published this book and being eager to promote it, that book came into onto the radar of Prostasia, who approached Dr. Walker and said, "Hey, we hear you want to destigmatize pedophilia. We'd love to talk to you. Why don't you come on our channel and talk about your book? Because this is a really fascinating topic, you know." And again, in this scenario, which I'm stitching together, I have no proof of any of this. That basically Allyn didn't vet the organization enough, and that's about it. And honestly, you know, I've never written a book, but I know people who have. And when you're promoting a book, like, there is incentive to kind of like go on any platform that you can get on to talk about it, right? Especially a book that so many people find so icky on so many levels. You know, that's what I think might have happened. Now, let me wrap up with a message to different people, okay? I'm going to start with Old Dominion University. And again, I'm not an expert on this, but here's what I would have done, which might have yielded you better results. The first thing I would have done is to stall. Like, this fiasco happened on Thursday night. I think that on Friday, as early as possible on Friday to at least say something like, hey, we hear you, we're aware of the situation, please give us a moment to look into it. You know, something as simple as that. Yes, it would have been troll bait, that even a tweet like that would have been ratioed to death, but it's better than silence. There's a concept that I learned when I was doing improv, that the longer you make an audience wait for something, the better it better be. Which is why, like, in the context of an improv scene, it's usually a good idea to just blurt the first thing that comes to mind out, like, right away, because you don't put as much pressure on yourself. So, given the fact that this controversy happened on Thursday night, and we waited 2 days for this completely lackluster, vapid, empty shell of a statement, is not really good. So it's kind of the worst of both worlds. Now, what I would have done, and this is an advantage that I have having watched the whole thing, I think that the 30-minute conversation that took place between Allyn Walker and Prostasia had enough material for ODU to do its own clip chimping. I think that as much as libs of TikTok used 3 clips totaling roughly 2 minutes to paint this horrible picture of Dr. Walker and what they're doing, ODU could have used clips from that same interview with something like, here's what you might not have seen from that conversation, to make Allyn Walker's work look much more reasonable than libs of TikTok did. I think that could have been a much more poignant approach compared to just some vapid, hey, we do all sorts of research here, and hey, child rape is wrong, that kind of thing. To Dr. Walker, if you happen to see this, listen, again, I'm not an expert, but here's the thing. I understand why you want to destigmatize the attraction to minors. I don't think that's a battle you can win. And honestly, I'm not entirely convinced that it's a battle you should be able to win, but that's me. If you even appear to be wanting to destigmatize this, it's going to get you the kind of treatment that you got. And I don't think that pursuing this is a good way to win the battle, because with this, like, in your quest to destigmatize pedophilia for your research, what you ended up doing is that now 2.5 million people are accidentally arguing against the prevention of child rape, and they don't even know it. And they want you fired for a conversation that they didn't even see. And all you had to do, well, I say all you had to do like it's that simple, but to publicly advocate for that destigmatization is like 100% of what's causing this problem. And yeah, if I was in that position, I might consider like taking a completely different approach. And when I'm one-on-one with a non-offending pedophile, to help them deal with the stigma instead of publicly asking people to not stigmatize. That's how I would do it. Now, to the people who are upset, first of all, if you came here from Twitter and you're still watching, holy shit, thank you so much. Okay, you're part of the elite. Okay, the intellectual elite, baby. For you, I have some homework. I have an easy level and an intermediate level. Let me prepare the homework. Where is it? Here. I just want to make sure. Yeah, it's the third one here. Yeah. So the first level, the easy part of your homework is the original conversation that got clipped. I've linked to it below. The easy homework is just watch the first 6 minutes. You don't even need to watch it all. Watch the first 6 minutes, the first 6 minutes, the first question, the first answer in its entirety. And that's that. The advanced level of this homework is this. Remember this clip here?
Stigma against maps is a problem in part because it makes maps think that they're monsters. That's really problematic in terms of map well-being. It's really hard to cope when you think you're a terrible person because you have attractions that you can't change.
Okay.
Stigma against maps.
The intermediate level of your homework is find that clip that I just played in the original conversation. It's not at the very end, okay? So find that clip and listen to the minute before and the minute after. It's about 3 minutes roughly. So listen to the question that they were answering and the entirety of their answer. That's it. I can only show you the door. You walk through it. And again, if I've only served to reinforce the position that you had coming in, then hey, at least I tried. So listen, if you're still watching, thank you very much. If there's anything that you think I got wrong, and I'm sure there is, just leave a comment below and let me know. And to the rest of you, thank you again, and I'll see you soon. Wow. That was even longer than I thought. Holy shit. Hey, remember at the beginning of the show when I said it would be a short stream? Jesus Christ. How bad am I at this? By this, I mean estimating how long it's going to take me to do shit. One thing is for sure. Hey, we have under a minute left, baby. Let me see here. So basically, I really am curious to see what happens when this timer hits 0. So when it's at 10, I'm going to switch to the full splash screen because if there's like some kind of mini confetti animation, we're not going to see it because this is a tiny little thing that got cropped out of the timer, and I'm curious to see the whole timer. And you know what? As celebration, fuck it, we're gonna play Stardew Valley. Hey, thank you, Breck. I'm glad you enjoyed it. And yes, we will be playing Stardew Valley as celebration. All right. We'll wait for the timer to hit 5. Actually, you know what? There we go. That's the one. 4, 3, 2, 1, and absolutely nothing happened. Oh wait, I could feel it. I could feel it. Oh yeah, baby. Wait, that could be taken out. I just clip-chipped myself. Oh boy. All right. Man, I'm exhausted. Let me just take a look at something because there's something I want to get off my mind. I notice I have a lot of Twitter notifications, and I just want to make sure it's for the good reasons. Okay, cool. Okay, good. Thank God. Okay. Damn, got here at the end. Hey, Memba 666. Well, You got here at the end if you're not interested in watching me play Stardew Valley, because I will be playing a day. If you weren't aware, I am no longer incompetent. It's official. The timer hit 0, so I am a real streamer, so to speak. And in celebration, I'm going in longer. And the funny thing is, I intend to upload this segment for the video that I just shot tonight, so it's going to be a long night for me. Let me just check one thing, actually. I can at least start the game. Just want to make sure that I've caught all the fish I can catch. Oh, wait. I'm pretty sure I did catch a tilapia, so... Hey, if I didn't, screw it. All right. After doing that move, I think the counter ought to be reset. Wait. Man, it's a shame I didn't see your comment during the segment, Darth Shady. Holy shit, you guys are so far behind. Okay, well, hopefully I'll catch up, but I'm seeing where the stream is. Y'all haven't even loaded yet. And here I am checking the calendar. All right. Well, just know that the stream is really late. Welcome to Kozu 5. It's going to be cloudy with gusts of wind throughout the day. Ah, I sense a viewer has just joined us. The spirits are very displeased today. Okay. So, I have to go into town today. Don't work too hard. I need something good for lunch. Aw, you're so sweet. Has June? No, June isn't even sitting up in her crib. So that will be that. Oh, you've got mail. I found this in the drawer somewhere. Thought you could use. What is this? Energy tonic. Really? Plus 500 energy, plus 224 health. Jesus Christ. 1 week from today, we are holding the Stardew Valley Fair in the town square. It's the biggest event of the year. Oh, yeah. Okay. So, yes, this event is in a week. I need 9 items to best showcase my talents. I've done this for a while. I usually have a place where I keep shit like this, but I appreciate the reminder. Okay. First things first. Okay, I'm going to prepare for the fair. I have enough shit. I could just throw something together at the last second if it came to that. Before I do anything, though. Oh. Okay, before I open this, I'll close this door. There we go. Ooh, 7 iridium milk. Finally. Finally, I'm getting my due. Jesus Christ. Alright, pigs. We only have a couple weeks left before you're basically useless eaters to me. So go and make me money, pigs. Water my crops. Actually, you know what? I'll put the eggs in here while I'm here. Good. Now we will continue the watering. I've got some pep in your step for Stardew Valley. Enjoy your game. Hey, later, Breck. By the time I see that comment, you will be long gone, I think. But thanks for watching. And I did water everything just to... I'll double water this just in case. There we go. Okay, so now for the cheese. There we go. I will fill up the can. Good. Of course, he should be back here. Oh, it's a really unlucky day today, so, fuck. I can't really do much of anything. Well, can't is a big word. Yeah, we might as well just harvest everything. I mean, the trees are all out of cycle anyway. What I just said didn't make any sense. What I mean is, different trees will produce their sap at different speeds, so I might as well just collect them. Yeah, and the honey too. I still forget what kind of fish I wanted to grow here. Oh yeah, and I still need this purple spike thing. I'm pretty sure I could find that at the beach. Now here's the rub. Yes, okay, I have plenty of warp totems for the beach. Before I go there, though, let's sell some shit. This. Okay. This leftover egg, I will put like that. You know what? Fuck this. I'm not walking all the way back there. This will be lost to the cause. All right, let's go to the beach. Maple syrup in autumn. Yes, that is a very astute observation. You would think a farming game would be more accurate. What the fuck is this? Ooh, gold ore. Nice. Yes, the gold is to scavenge. The fact that there are shells like this here is very promising. So hopefully the purple thing that I want will be here. And I guess not. This is just coral. You know what? This is probably something I should look up because it's not normal that it's taking me this long to find it. Walking around a little. Jesus Christ, I haven't walked this long in a long time. All right, fuck this. I'm not gonna walk around like some peasant. All right, horsey. Let's ride into town, baby. Oh, I just want to confirm that I actually did find tilapia. Yeah, exactly. Everything else is open. So, there's no point checking what the quest is since I won't do it anyway. Hello. Do I even need anything from you? All you do is sell seeds. I guess not. Bouquet. Why the fuck would I need a bouquet? I already married Penny. All right. Hey, Granny. I've been putting raisins in George's oatmeal, but he hasn't said a word. I wonder if he even notices these things. I don't know. Ooh. Let's pick up some grapes. No, some blackberry. Blackberry singing in the dead of night. Ooh, more blackberry. Actually, since I'm on my horse and it's the middle of the day, hey, little... What? Giggle? Okay, that's all you got? Hi, yeah, sure. All right. I don't feel like jumping off my horse every time for all this. Y'all know I'm headed. There was another slime over here somewhere. No? Okay. Wherever you are, slime, I will find you and I will kill you. There you are. Well, this isn't... Fuck. I'm not racist, but all slime looks alike. Let's be real. I said it. We were all thinking it. Jeez, it's already 5:20 p.m. Holy shit, and I barely did anything. How does... This is insane. All right, let's chop some hardwood. All right. And we work our way back to Horsey. Okay. Okay. I don't know if there's anything we can do. I guess we can go cave. I mean, it's an unlucky day, but still. It's better than the alternatives. And it's 7 p.m., so all the animals are in their respective dwellings, so I can just... Hey, for once I remember to close these doors. Look at all these truffles. Okay. Hey, where's my horse? Oh, there it is. Okay. So... Okay. That already got rid of a bunch. Okay, this is... So for the fair, you need like a variety of different things, and the advantage that I have is that I have this skill that everything I pick up off the ground is iridium quality, which is why all the truffles that my pigs get are iridium quality. So that's nice. It would, but I can't just like go on that. I guess I could fish or something. Fuck, I just realized I was at the beach and I didn't check my lobster traps. That's a shame. Oh, wait. There we go. The rice was ready. Let's just plant more rice because I don't feel like thinking. There we go. Okay. Nah, I don't think I have enough inventory. So what I will do, it's 9:30 p.m. Jesus Christ, I won't even have time to go dungeon crawling. So this is a crab pond. I'm gonna Google like where I can get that purple thing I need. It's I'm sick of this shit. Oh yeah. There we go. So eventually I'm gonna have some nice rice. Let's sell some shit. I don't really care about these blackberries. Good. Yeah, it's 20 minutes past the hour. You know what? I think I'm just gonna go to bed early. For once. Yeah, I knew this shrimp belonged somewhere. This energy tonic is ridiculously powerful. I almost don't want to waste it, so what I will do, I'll put it here. What should I put in its place? Oh, fruit salad. That's easy to replace. Good. Yeah, 10:40 p.m. There wouldn't be much benefit in dungeon crawling at this point, so let's do it. Boom. All right, so let me set to desktop. Y'all know the drill. Let me put this here. For those of you who are still here, thank you so much. Holy shit, I still have all 3 people. I love y'all. I'll see y'all soon. And you take care, all right? I'll see you next week.